Hannah Pierce was vibrant, ambitious, and loved by everyone who knew her. A recent college graduate, she had just started her dream job at a marketing firm in Richmond. Beyond her professional success, Hannah was admired for her warmth and positive spirit. Friends described her as the glue that kept their group together. She had no known enemies, no risky habits, and no signs that anything was wrong, until the day she vanished. On the morning of September 18, 2012, Hannah didn't show up to work. Her co-workers immediately knew something was off. She was notoriously punctual. Police were contacted, and when they went to her apartment, they found her front door unlocked. Her phone and purse were still inside, and nothing seemed stolen. The only unsettling clue was a small bouquet of wilting roses left on her doorstep with no card attached. Detectives dug into Hannah's life but found little to explain her sudden disappearance. Friends mentioned she had been receiving strange anonymous text messages for the past few weeks, filled with cryptic messages like, "You belong to me. I see you when you laugh with others." Hannah had brushed it off, thinking it was a prank. Surveillance footage from a nearby parking garage the night before her disappearance showed Hannah walking to her car, and a man lurking behind a pillar watching her. 2 days later, a jogger discovered Hannah's body in a wooded area on the outskirts of town. She had been strangled with a cord and showed signs of a violent struggle. Under her fingernails were skin cells that would later help identify her killer. Shock spread across Richmond. Who would harm someone so full of life? The bouquet of roses became central to the investigation. Detectives suspected it was left by the killer, who was likely someone obsessed with Hannah. Digging deeper into her personal life, police found a name that kept coming up: Gregory Sims, a 32-year-old IT technician who worked at a nearby office. Gregory had once met Hannah at a networking event. He had been overly friendly, even borderline inappropriate according to coworkers. Hannah had casually mentioned feeling uncomfortable about him, but never thought it serious enough to report. A search of Gregory's apartment revealed chilling evidence. Photos of Hannah taken without her knowledge. Journal entries detailing his plans to make her love him. A receipt for a bouquet of roses bought the day before her disappearance. When confronted with the evidence, Gregory initially denied everything, claiming he barely knew Hannah. However, DNA analysis from the skin under Hannah's fingernails matched Gregory's profile. Faced with undeniable proof, Gregory eventually confessed. He admitted he had grown obsessed with Hannah, believing they were destined to be together. When she failed to notice him, his obsession turned to rage. On the night of the murder, he followed her home, left the flowers, and waited for her to step outside. He then kidnapped and murdered her when she resisted. At trial, Gregory's defense team tried to argue diminished capacity due to untreated mental illness. But the prosecution painted a picture of a methodical, calculating killer. After a 3-week trial, Gregory Sims was found guilty of first-degree murder and kidnapping. Obsessive love turned into rage after Hannah rejected or ignored him. Gregory Sims, sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He is currently serving his sentence at a maximum security prison in Virginia.